And we're here. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Toonkind at 12 FPS from the wonderful AI investigation server. And today we have a little bit of a pet conundrum, a little bit of a chance meeting. Speaking
Yep.
and rhyming with chance, I'll be playing my boy Trance today, as well as his beloved mutt, Taiki. I'm Barnaby, by the way, or Gabe. Names. Those are important sometimes.
Name's help.
Yeah. And who might be my wonderful companion today?
Hi, I'm Candlestick, and today I'm going to be playing Cassie Trebleclef and her companion, Pig, which stands for Pretty Intimidating Goose.
That is the best name I've ever heard for a goose.
To be fair, the I can be swapped out depending on the day. So, pretty intelligent goose, pretty incredible goose,
Pretty
pretty
impressive.
irritating goose. Yep, pretty impressive goose. Whatever you want it to be, that's what the I stands for.
Do you think that if you covered him with glitter, he'd be a pretty iridescent goose?
Yes, yes, that could work too. Also, given Cassie's penchant for glitter, that probably has happened before.
Yeah, probably. Well, today is a special little day. Do you know why, Candle?
Why?
Today is the day that Taiki finally got Trance to go out for a walk.
Oh, it's a good day then.
It's a very good day. And she's noticed that it's been a little fewer and far in between for actual recreational walks instead of just, the usual, okay, go do your business sort of thing.
Mm-hmm. One of those people, huh? Yeah.
Well, it's not so much that as she's noticed that Trance has been pretty down in the dumps. He hasn't been doing too well. So
Oh.
she's decided that the next person that she sees with a pet is going to get to meet Trance. How well this is
I
going
love
to
that
go?
for her.
Yeah, how well this is going to go is a little up in the air, but it's a start. It's a place to start. And
Yeah, yeah. My boy needs to make new friends. I know. Let's find a pet lover.
let's find a pet lover. Let's find someone who will actually be able to go, "Hey, that's that's someone who can relate." So,
Yeah.
ooh, sorry. So, let's do a small little perception check to see just if she recognizes or if she can spot the two wherever they are, because they're they're probably not too far down a street.
Yeah, probably. I'm wondering if I should roll something to help or not.
Might need some help on that one. Then again, it could be that she's
Yeah.
distracted by, oh hey, someone dropped a goldfish cracker on the ground.
Ah, yeah, one of those things, yeah. Um, well, that is I rolled a performance for Pig to see how loud they're being, which is, I mean,
You cut out.
yeah, no, I'm just typing it in.
Ah, okay.
That's an 11. Um, so, I mean, this is a goose. They do honk. Um,
They do honk very
so
loudly.
It's not like there. This is a good day. Pig is being like not too aggressive, but is also just, sort of like walking along next to Cassie. Maybe honking if someone gets too close, that kind of thing.
Yeah, you don't want to get too close to a defensive goose.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, I think that'll alert Taiki. She has pretty good hearing, so she hears the
Yep.
honk down the ways, and oh, ears bounce a little bit before one flops back down to its usual spot. And she looks for a second and glances back at Trance. And there's a moment of "Don't you dare!" before she just takes off. And
I
I
love
need
that.
to roll contested strength real quick because uh, someone had the element of surprise. That's pretty dang good. And someone had been hoping that she really freaking wouldn't. Yep, nope,
No.
nope. She just rips the rope right out of his hands, and there's just a yell further down of just "Taiki, come back here!" Before there's a
Oh.
dog with her leash in her mouth heading off towards Pig and Cassie.
I love that. I'm gonna roll a perception for both Pig and Cassie, see if they've noticed this. Okay. Um, well, Pig certainly has,
Pig sees all.
because
Oh
that's a
jeez.
22.
Yep, that
Uh, yeah.
that goose sees real good. That's a
Oh, yeah. Cassie's also seeing this, I think. What is your perception? Damn, right. Yeah, Cassie also notices that's a dirty 20.
nice.
So like I think like both of their heads like swivel at the same time kind of thing. And then oh yeah, okay. I'm gonna do a contest as well. All right, that's a decent start. Oh yes, okay, that was a nat 20 from Cassie.
Oh
So
dang.
before Pig can lunge at the quote unquote incoming threat, um Cassie scoops Pig up and just like nope.
What's funny is
Yeah.
that Pig is probably kind of hissing from Cassie's arms because
Yeah.
incoming threat, what are you doing? I need to defend you. But
Yeah. Yeah.
Taiki just does a very toonish skid to a stop, sits down right in front of the two, and wags her tail. And you can see her eyes are just sparkling. She's like, "Oh, new people."
It's just a see, they're friendly. And then just the now you're gonna be good. The sort of hiss, but like more reluctant this time. All
Like
right, I'm gonna put you down now. And then yeah, she's gonna put Pig down and just hi there, little guy. Where'd you come from?
Taiki is still wagging her tail, and she lets out a little woo woo through the leash in her mouth. She can't really
Just
say anything, but she sure is happy.
actually, Cassie has speak with animals. I wonder if she would use that. Actually, I think she might look around to see if she can spot the owner first because Taki does have a leash. So that's probably a good sign that someone want like someone cares about them.
Yeah, she is very cared for, but there is muffled cursing about halfway down the street because she took off. And even in Trance's Heelys, actually, I need to roll something real quick. Okay, he does not trip on the
Oh,
rock.
wow. Nice.
He has a little bit of a blunder when it comes to using his Heelys because there's always the chance of a rock going to make him absolutely eat it on the ground.
Yeah. Nope. Not today. The gag said no.
The gag said no, not right now. But it'll take him a little bit to get to Taiki and Cassie and Pig.
Yeah, I think Cassie might like uh probably like shuffle them to the side of the street kind of thing so that they're not in people's way and then just sort of wait like maybe like with a hand raise like if Trance needs like any help spotting the dog.
Alright, I'm going to 20 plus. Since he is actively searching, that's a 22. So, yes, he does spot Cassie waving her arm further down the street. And he kind of like raises an arm back and heads over their way. And he's just gonna like, hey, sorry about that. I don't know what got into her. Taiki!
It's all good. This is your dog, I'm assuming?
Yes, this is Taiki. She's my dog. All right, Taiki, give. And Taiki just kind of stares at him and just shakes her head. She's not giving the leash right now. Taiki,
Uh,
Taiki.
yeah, Cassie's just gonna laugh at that. S Seems like she's got her own mind about this.
She really does. Taiki, we can't be taking up other people's days like this. Like, it, Taiki's just her tail's still wagging. Just shakes her head again and looks directly at Cassie and goes, "Hoo."
I don't mind. I wasn't really doing anything much anyway. I'm just looking around at the moment. And Pig doesn't mind either, do you?
And she looks down at the goose who just hisses like, "Oh yeah, I mind," which it gets ignored.
I'm gonna see if he can play this off cool, but hang on. No, he actually kind of kind of steps so that he's slightly behind Taiki when Pig hisses at him. Just like, uh, that thing is tamed, right?
Mm,
What do
yeah.
you? Okay.
Um, they bite on command, but um,
And she's just gonna, "Don't be rude," down at Pig, like, "Be nice." And just Pig's just gonna like, that like big like ruffle feather like making themselves look bigger than they actually are. That
Yes.
kind of like sort of stops and Pig's just like, "Okay, but I'm still watching you."
I love Pig. I love Pig so much. Trance kind of visibly just like, okay, okay, all right, just it's a that's an interesting guard dog you got there.
yeah, they're kind of great. This is Pig. Um, and yeah, um they help me they help protect me when I'm out and about, as you can see. They just tend to think that anyone they don't know is a threat.
Ah, a little over enthusiastic then.
Yeah. But that's okay. Like uh, they um you haven't done anything to hurt me, so that's like you're all good. Um
Yeah,
He just sort of trails off at that. Like, that might have not been the best thing to say.
Trance is definitely looking at her like, do you need help, kid? He doesn't say it, but the look he is giving is very much, are you good?
Just that. It. Don't worry, it's fine. It's look, they just. It's not like I get attacked or anything like normally or regularly. It's just they're very protective, and I guess it's kind of nice. Makes me feel safer.
Yeah, feeling safe is pretty important. You
Hmm.
so you're just kind of out doing stuff today?
Yeah. I've only been visiting Villestown recently, so I've mostly just been exploring the place.
Ah. Have you checked out the cafe yet? Painted Lady?
I have. Um, Apparently it's like popular amongst detectives and plot stuff, I think.
Yeah, yeah, there's a fair few detectives in Villestown, and uh, we're actually not terribly far from the detective agency the one that I do know of. But yeah, there's one of the booths at the Painted Lady is called the plot booth because apparently plot happens there. I don't know.
Oh, that's cool. I'm Cassie, by the way.
Trance, and he offers his hand to shake. It's
Yeah,
gloved.
she'll shake it.
It's gloved. So she she shakes a black leather hand.
I mean, to be fair, she has gloves as well. Hers are those like sort of fingerless fabric gloves. That like they're like black with like a green stripe around where the wrist is. That sort of travel up her arm a little bit further.
I used to have a pair like that.
Hell yeah.
Nice. So,
Yeah.
you're have you checked out the park much?
I have not.
There's a pretty decent
That sounds like fun.
yeah, there's a pond there that's pretty nice. And he waits until Taiki's distracted sniffing at Pig to take the leash out of her mouth. She just looks at him and whines. She's like, "Oh man."
Aw, I love that. That does get a bit of like the definitely not laughing behind her hand from Cassie, like at the antics, but she doesn't comment on it.
Gotta make sure to have this because this one likes to jump in the pond and chase after the ducks.
That gets an approving honk from Pig. Like, yes, chase those suckers.
Do you have something against ducks, Pig?
They're just mm, territorial. Any place
Ah,
doesn't matter.
fair enough. Taiki here has a grudge against street cats. Taiki just handed me. I'm going to sit directly on Trance's foot, look up at him, and grumble.
Aw.
Like, why did you say that about
Mm.
me? You didn't need to share that.
Oh, just
It's okay. The those alley cats can be a lot.
Yeah, Taiki was a street dog for a while, so it was probably something over, space or food. And he
Ah,
pets
yeah.
he pets Taiki. She's friendly if you want to give her a pet.
I'd love to. Thank you.
is just, yeah, immediately kind of like crouch down, put her hand out, let them sniff sniff a little bit, and then yeah, give them lots of pats.
Taiki gives a little sniff, 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 then licks Cassie's palm
Oh,
because there's always like a crumb or something in the gloves. Like I distinctly remember that.
yeah.
And then she's just gonna sidle over and just let her get pets.
That's cute. Yeah, no, there's definitely like that like laugh and like the wrinkle of the nose and the hey, that tickles, and like before just like sort of like shifting the hand back a little bit and then like yeah, just giving the pets.
She's such a ham. Yeah, she's I'm not sure what breed she is really, but she's definitely one of the sweethearts. She likes kids. Uh, she also likes trying to eat random stuff, as I've noticed, and chase birds. So she probably has some bird dog in her. Yeah. So that was my initial worry for why she kind of charged the two of you.
Ah, yeah. To be fair, Pig can definitely hold their own. I was more worried that that Pig was gonna try and attack her straight up. So that's why yeah, it's look, they don't bite normally, but they can get startled, and fast approaching animals is not usually a good thing in their
Yeah,
book.
in most people's books, it's a bad habit that she needs to break, and that she needs to stop ripping the leash out of my hand. Taiki just looks up at him and snorts. Just like, whatever, man.
Looks like she disagrees.
She's always gonna be a little bit of a wild one, I think.
To be fair, that's not necessarily that bad.
No, not necessarily. It's mainly been a bit of an annoyance. But
Yeah?
yeah, she keeps having me bother people because she keeps disappearing like that.
Can I roll an insight?
Yes, you may absolutely roll an insight.
That's not very good. That's an 11.
All right, let me do deception then to see if anything needs to be deceived. Yeah, no, you're not getting a lot out of him.
Yeah, yeah. She doesn't know him. Um, she doesn't know this. It's just um,
I don't know. Maybe she just wants to meet people?
Maybe. Well, probably. She's a little bit of a social butterfly, and she could be a little bit of a diva sometimes too. He looks and she's scratching at her collar, making the tag jingle and rattle.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. I like meeting people too.
Yeah, it's not the worst. Though sometimes it's not everyone likes to get charged at by a decently sized dog.
Yeah, yeah. Some people don't, some people are scared of bigger dogs, but, I think they're cool.
Yeah, dogs are pretty cool. You can
Yeah,
you can actually
exactly. And
you can actually roll insight because his tone is very fond when he says that.
oh, sure. I'll roll another insight. I think she's just gonna add in that. Besides, there's like way worse things to get charged at that people have as pets.
True.
That's a little better. 14.
Yeah, I'll give you this one. This is definitely a guy who has had many dogs over the years. Like this is a dog
Oh,
guy. He knows his
oh,
dogs.
that's fair. Cassie has not had all that many pigs. I'm sorry. Has not had all that many pets over the years. In fact, I think Pig is the first one, but she was the sort that like anytime there was an animal nearby her, like growing up, she was like, I want to pet. Please let me.
Aw, that's so sweet though. She's just like, love me.
Yeah, pretty much.
I feel that. I was like that as a kid too.
Yeah.
So, did you want to check out the park real quick?
yeah, yeah, that sounds good. Is it in the same direction as the detective agency? I don't need to go there. I just think it would be nice to know where it is. And yeah, I'd like to just locate it because it seems pretty important to this place, and it's good to know those sort of things.
It's
Actually, hold on.
I think it's on the way.
Oh,
All right. Well, uh, where is your? Okay, that's not too bad. Yeah, you're welcome to roll inside against that if you'd like. That was from her earlier statement.
About the detective agency.
Yeah, about why she wants to find the detective agency.
Just short. He, she just thinks it might be helpful.
Yeah. Never know when you might need a detective agency, especially in Villestown where the crime is always happening.
True, there's always something going on.
Yeah.
Let me roll survival real quick, because can you find your way out of a paper bag? The answer is no. He does not. There's a moment where he looks around, and I'm not gonna have you roll inside or anything. He looks lost for a moment. He's like,
Uh,
I don't think I've been down this street.
hmm.
Uh,
Maybe, maybe I can help.
Um,
yeah, it's
you know what? She probably does have a map of Villestown that she picked up. Um, so I'm gonna roll Hammer Space. All right, that's not a one. So yeah, she manages to pull out a map of Villestown from her Hammer Space and
Here, does this help?
just like pull it like out like so that he can see.
that does actually help a whole lot. Yes. Let me see. And then he's going to try to grab out his notebook and pen. All right, that's 1d10. That okay. So he pulls out a notebook and pen, and he uses the pen to kind of like draw a little star where the detective agency is,
Hell yeah.
and then another one where the park is, which is decently obvious by the design, like how that's laid out.
Hmm.
Oh, do you think you could mark the painted lady as well?
Oh, yeah, another little star scribble.
Yeah, I want to go back, and it'll be useful just to have it like on there.
Yeah, just if you see someone at the booth in the back corner, like just leave them be. They're probably waiting for someone for plot reasons.
Hold on. I'm just gonna roll like a history because I think it would be funny if Azumi had been in the plot booth when Cassie showed up and just that like yeah, that's enough. There's just this oh she realizes that she just went and sat like last time she went and sat down there at that table when he was there.
Yeah, it's I mean, sometimes you can kind of tempt fate and not have anything really happen there, but you know, better safe than sorry, especially with Villestown.
Yeah, I've heard that there's a lot that happens here, like detectives and stuff.
Yeah, you got the detectives, you got some of the a few thief types around, uh, just regular people too, in betweens. You know how it goes. There's a little bit of everyone here, really, but a lot of good folks.
That's neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I imagine maybe they start going towards the park.
Yeah, I think they're gonna start going towards the park because Taiki is trying to tug them along. She's like, "You
Yeah.
said the park ages ago. Let's go." As impatient dogs
Uh,
tend to do.
yeah, yeah. I mean, to be fair, last time that Cassie was in Billstown, Pig had to corral her and Minami out, like, like out of. out from in front of a store and actually to go get food so that they would eat something.
Yeah, that's fair. That's absolutely fair. And Pig is totally the MVP for doing that because there's been times where you try to go shopping and then you end up at home and you're like, oh, I didn't eat all day.
Yeah, yeah,
And I think Typhy's
exactly.
sniffing at Pig as they walk. Just
Yeah. Pig is like um sort of curious back, like they not necessarily like sniffing, but like those little like kind of like little like nibbles to kind of get an idea of what this creature is.
oh, the little nippies.
Yeah.
Taiki actually like adjusts so that they are nibbling like this one spot near the base of her ear, and her leg starts going a bit.
Oh, that's really cute.
She's like, "Oh wait, I know the perfect thing for this," and she's finally getting that itch scratched.
That's good. That's always fun. Yeah, Pig seems satisfied.
Taiki, you're such a ham. Uh, so, where'd
Look,
you?
look,
Mm,
Pig's not much better.
yeah, yeah. So, where'd you move from?
Oh, I haven't moved. I'm just visiting, but I'm originally from Toontown. Well,
Toontown.
that's where I'm currently living anyway.
Hmm. I've heard a lot about Toontown. I think,
Yeah?
yeah, I was taking a walk there the other day, and yeah, this giant safe fell out of the sky and just crushed this car right next to me.
Yeah. Toontown gets a lot.
A lot of physical gags.
Yep, you gotta watch where you're going.
Oh, for sure. That was that that was an interesting moment, and let's see how bad he's covering. Oh yeah, he's cool as a cucumber. Like it was a thing. It's no biggie. He totally didn't almost
Oh yeah.
crap his pants.
Cassie's not gonna comment. She's just gonna straight up like face value believe him. And just the
Wait until you come across the like plot streets or the gag streets where you try and walk from one end to the other and you just keep going and keep going and keep going and the end doesn't come any closer. Trick with them is you gotta walk backwards.
I'll keep that in mind. And since he still has his notebook and pen out, he's gonna scribble that down real quick. It's always good to. I've been here for a few years now, but still, I feel like there's still like a lot to every place that I still need to learn.
I know, right? I've been living in Toontown now for 3, 4 years. And I'm still discovering new stuff.
Yeah, it's definitely an interesting place. Einquell, I mean.
Hmm. Oh yeah. You not from here originally?
No, um I was originally from a real kind area across the sea.
Huh. Mind if I ask where?
It's not really much of. It's not much to talk about. Called Utanem.
Can I roll a history?
Sure.
Damn girl, why do you know about this?
Guess she's researching obscure real kind areas. Oh dang,
I
that's a
mean, her
22.
parents her parents traveled a lot before she was born, so she like is really interested in all of the places like that people can go and stuff. So yeah.
So, Utanem is actually not. It's technically considered a false kingdom. It's not an actual like governing body. It's not a genuine kingdom. but it's ran similar to one, and originally was
Huh.
just basically real kind purist for the most part. Uh,
Ah.
it's only about 4 or 5 generations, and it's not. It's decent size. It's not like, you know, oh, that dude's just playing, Kingdom with a castle or whatever. It's
Mm.
kind of like having a marquee, sort of. It's not very. It's definitely a good sized piece of land and intended to be something similar to a kingdom. It
Mm.
it does have its own governing body, but it's not really notable.
I'm getting like big fish, small pond kind of vibes from it.
Yeah, yeah, it's definitely big fish, small pond.
Hmm.
Like if there was the inclination to like conquer and expand, then by all means it could have been a very big kingdom, but that wasn't something that the original founder would have wanted.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Sounds like a place with a lot of like history, but not a lot of visitors.
Yeah, it's pretty tight knit and it goes pretty far back. Uh, but for the most part, not really not it's not really mentioned in Einquill either. It's not something that really it's very like it's very niche. It's a
Hmm.
it's a niche knowledge to have.
Fair enough. I mean, yeah, like I said, Cassie's parents traveled a fair amount before they had her, and they definitely traveled to real kind places. And she has been to Furuma herself, so she might have heard about it there in passing or something like that. So, like just like yeah, I think that her eyebrows sort of shoot up and
Oh, that's
so I'm just trying to think what she would say, like, because she would be
Hmm.
try and be a bit tactful about it, like,
um oh, I've heard of that.
You have?
Surprised that well, yeah, I think I think my parents might have mentioned it as somewhere that they kind of went around, not in, but like past that area, and I mean they liked learning all of those sort of like weird things, so it definitely would have interested them even if they couldn't go. So it's probably where I heard it from.
Do you want to roll another history check?
hmm?
Do you want to roll another history check?
Sure. That's another 18. So that's another
Dang.
22.
So, how old is Cassie?
She's 21.
She's 21. Okay. So, she probably would have heard from her parents that it was very recent for tunes to be allowed through Utenem um, before she was born. Like it was very recent for there to
Uh,
even be uh, tunes in the area.
hmm Yeah, no wonder she's heard about it before then. Like that would definitely interest her parents. Like just oh, this place that we couldn't go before, but now we can? Yes.
Yeah, it's definitely not welcoming to visitors for the most part. It's definitely a little, well, they're not the most welcoming, but there was a very good chance that they would have been able to visit at some point.
Hmm. Cool.
Yeah. And I will say that Trance just looks dumbfounded that she knows anything about this. He is so used to blank stares and, oh, where's that?
Yeah, my parents traveled a lot um before me, so I've heard a lot of stories.
I see. What are your parents doing now?
Um, well, my dad runs a music store. You can buy musical instruments there that he makes himself.
Oh, that's impressive.
Mm, yeah, I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Do you play any instruments?
Oh yeah, a ton. I can play the drums and the bagpipes and the violin
Wow.
and the piano.
I haven't heard anyone play the bagpipes in ages.
It's my aunt uh plays them and she uses quotation marks and I wanted to help her get better, except I don't think she actually wanted to learn how to play them properly.
Yeah. Yeah, you'd be surprised at just how bad people can make them sound.
No, I know.
Unfortunate.
I love my aunt. I love her very much, but she can't play the bagpipes.
My apologies to your ears then.
I didn't mind it. I thought it was funny, but my sister didn't like it a lot. Um, yeah.
Okay, so it looks like we're coming up on the park here. You can usually tell once it starts getting kind of like cobblestoney instead of just regular pavement.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and then there's the brick right over there and that way. And you can see that he does kind of know his way around once he gets to
Hmm.
certain landmarks. Notably,
Hmm.
ones that are different color or like they stand out because there's this one brick in the cobblestone walkway that has like a little memorial thing written into it.
Huh. Interesting.
Mm,
I wonder if she's gonna comment on that. Uh, I think what she'll ask instead is
So how long have you been in Villestown?
I've been in Villestown. Well, I technically am visiting too. I live in Los Aluvia, but my friend lives in Villestown, so I visit him a fair bit here when I can.
Oh, nice.
And Taiki has a crush on him, and she just looks at him and at him. It's like, hey, don't do me like that. Yeah, she
Oh, it's okay. If you want, um, I can always help. I am a matchmaker.
really.
Well, sort of yes, sort of no. Not an official one, but I did help. I did help with a date once, and I've been trying to set my cousin up.
Oh, interesting. My yeah, I don't think that my friend would like a date with Taiki as much as she would probably enjoy having his attention all to herself. She just grumps at him.
Fair enough. Sometimes it's not meant to be.
Yeah, and you can roll insight on that.
sure. 14?
That is someone who is not really doing so hot in the romance department.
In like a not interested or just oblivious kind of way.
More so, he he knows, but the other person doesn't.
No. Feels bad.
Yeah, it's the slightly dejected, like, yeah.
Hmm. Cassie's just like, oh, I'm just trying to figure out how she would say this, like hmm.
Well, if you did want to let him know, you could always do something really romantic as a gesture.
Huh? Oh, yeah. I don't think that she has the ability to get roses. And don't you even dare think
Well,
about taking my potted one, Taiki. And she just gives him an innocent look. I wasn't thinking about it.
I apologize in advance for your plants.
I really hope that she doesn't. I well, hmm. There's a moment where he's visibly waffling before he just sighs. It's like I used to be interested in someone and uh haven't heard from him in a long time. So, just kind of fades.
Hmm. Yeah, that, I'm sorry to hear that. That kind of sucks.
Eh,
Um, I mean, even if the feelings fade, it still kind of sucks that you haven't heard from them.
yeah, it's I mean, it's just kind of what happens. We're all going through life, getting older, things go in different directions. You know, it's just how it goes. No biggie. It's
Y-
he's probably got better stuff to do. He's not he's on some sort of druid journey thing. So, busy busy.
I mean, who knows? Maybe he'll show up again. And then you can confess how you feel.
Maybe? He definitely looks a little like, what? Hang on, wait. Wait, there wasn't supposed to be hope in that.
You want to roll insight?
Sure. That's an 8.
All right. I mean, I'm gonna give it to you anyway because it's not a big thing. Um, Cassie is a huge rom-com fan.
Oh,
Um,
she's a romantic.
yeah, she doesn't have a huge amount of experience with actual proper relationships, but she's watched a lot of movies.
That's fair. A lot of movies probably have decent inspiration. Though Trance is still definitely
Yeah.
kind of like, wait, hang on. Hang on. You weren't supposed to like go with that. Hang on.
Or maybe you'll meet someone new. Someone that you like and that you can start again with. Or maybe you can meet someone new and then the person that you liked before shows back up and you have to choose between them.
Uh he, he is so lost. He looks so lost. Uh
So sorry.
maybe? Let's go with maybe on that. I don't know.
Yeah. But you just I guess you never know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, that's true. And there's a moment where he pauses and he's just like, "Do you have your eye on anyone?"
Mm,
Uno reverse card.
no, I not really. Not really anyone that's interested me.
Mm,
Not that I'm not interested. I just haven't really met anyone that feels right.
makes sense. Yeah. Well, don't try to force it. It doesn't end well that way. And
Oh?
don't don't try to change yourself for anyone because you seem like a
Hmm.
pretty stand-up gal yourself.
Thanks. I that makes me thanks. That's nice to know. It's always it's always nice when people like you for who you are.
Yeah.
You seem pretty cool, and I bet that if this person did come back, they'd say the same thing.
Maybe? I don't know. We actually used to be in an adventuring party together, and I've kind of washed up since then, really. It's uh, not a whole lot going on in that department, so, you know.
Oh, she just has like the biggest sparkle eyes, like the you were an adventurer? Like that is so cool.
What? It was just, kind of a thing. People do it all the time.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean it's not cool.
Well, yeah, I mean, I mostly just hit stuff with the axe, so, not the most impressive.
What are you talking about? That sounds awesome. I bet you have tons of stories.
I mean, I do have a fair few. Do you want to hear about how we took down a chimera?
Hell yeah.
And Cassie gets treated to a story about how Trance, his friend, the spores druid, um, his other friend, the anthropomorphic panda, who was a fire-based conjuration wizard.
Oh,
He was a
cool.
wizard fighter. No, not fighter. Wizard barbarian mix, I believe.
Oh, that's a very interesting mix, but that's very cool.
Basically went, okay, I'm done studying. I want to hit things.
That is so valid.
Yes. And he gets to tell her all about that as they make their way to the pond where there's a few ducks on the very far end, kind of bobbing around where this lady's throwing frozen peas.
Oh dear. Oh no. So first of all, Cassie's definitely going to be like a perfect audience, oohing and ahhing at all the right times, like exclamation points, when needed. That like she just loves hearing stories and is a very good audience for that sort of thing. Um, with the lady throwing the peas to the ducks, Pig has decided that's theirs now
Oh no!
and is going to muscle their way in there.
Well, there goes Pig all the way to the other side of the pond.
Yep. Hold on, I'm gonna see how long it takes Cassie to notice. Oh dear, no, that it's pretty bad. That's an 8. It takes her a while to notice that Pig's doing that.
Trance is caught up in his storytelling, but Taiki, uh, yeah, she might be able to notice, but she just kind of whines and tugs on the leash, and Trance just has her sit because he's in the middle of talking, and Cassie hasn't noticed either. So, he gets to explain how they managed to take down the Chimera and a little bit on how uh, he taken like one of the claws as like a as he gave it to the wizard barbarian, his friend Nap, as he
Hmm.
calls him. Gave it to Nap and made it into a necklace.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, and it definitely gets a little sappy because he's talking about his two best friends, and it's clear that he misses them. And then
Hmm.
Hang on. Yeah, Taiki slips her color and she's going over to Pig. Unfortunately, she has a plus
What?
5 to stealth. She's gone.
That's excellent. That's so good. I love that. I don't think Pig notices her approach. Actually, I'm gonna roll a perception for Pig, see if they do. Oh, damn. Okay, yeah, they do notice. That's a nat 20.
Nice.
Yep, so that's a 24 total.
Observed. She
There's
has.
that, yeah, because it makes sense, right? Like, Pig has claimed this area. It is theirs now. This is their treats.
Yeah, these are their treats, so they're not going to share, so any newcomers get hissed at.
Yeah, but, Pig is like, I know you. You may approach for now.
For now. Taiki she's just approaching and she just sits by them, watches the ducks, and it's clear she wants to chase them. She wants to chase them very bad. But she is waiting and taking a look back to the humans. Well, quotation mark humans, air quotes, as they are continuing to talk and talk and talk. They just talk
Yep.
forever and ever.
Yep. You
So
know, if it gets long enough, and I think the old lady has maybe moved on because she's just like, you know,
she's out
like
of peas.
shoe greedy kind of thing.
Shoo, you
Like, you know, when you're like,
greens.
hey, yeah, like when you're like, no, I'm not gonna feed you now because you're being a bully to the other animals, and I'm not gonna condone that behavior.
Yeah, exactly. Meanwhile, Taiki hasn't even like touched any of the peas. She took a sniff at one of them and went like, ugh. She's not
That's
one for
fine. More for
peas.
pig.
More for pig. But the ducks are not
Yeah.
happy. Un-
No, no.
unhappy ducks.
But yeah, pig finishes all of the peas that are there, and is just like looks at Taki as like chase the ducks.
Silent communication. Nod, nod. Chase the ducks. And there's just a boof, 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 as she starts to like chase them, barking, and they just scatter. They are just all over the
Uh,
place. Like, ah! Because she was being
uh,
chill and cool before, and now she's not.
you want to know the best thing?
Yeah?
Pig actually joins her barking.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, and I didn't mention this, but Cassie got Pig at a dog shelter.
That is fantastic. Oh my goodness. Dog
So,
shelter goose.
yeah, yep, this goose can bark.
This goose can bark. That's fantastic.
Like, there's some honks in there too, but
Yeah.
there is also barking.
Taki's tail just goes wag, 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 wag. Because, oh yeah. Oh yeah, this is what she needed. She needed a partner in crime for this. And once the barking starts, Trance looks over, and there's a double take because, oh, she slipped her leash. Oh crap. And then there's just, Taiki, come back here!
Oh, oh dear.
Ah.
Probably that's probably bad. And because they're on the lake.
They're on the lake, which means that there's water everywhere, and the dogs are. The dog is going nuts. The goose is going nuts. It's just a mess.
So yeah, Cassie is going to take off, because she can fly, and she's hovering over the lake now to see if she can wrangle Pig at least back. And I'm gonna roll another contesting, a grapple, I think.
Makes sense.
Oh dear, that's not a good start.
Oopsies.
Yeah, no, that's a hold on. Athletics, right. Okay, okay, that's better than I thought. That's
It's
Cassie's.
it's not too bad.
But that's Pig's. So,
Oh jeez. Yeah, no, Pig does not want to come back. They're having too much
yeah,
fun.
yeah, she gets a grip of on them, and then there's like that like sort of like wing like ruffle sort of like flap 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 into the face, and then just like wriggles out of her grip and then back into the water, and like now she's all wet.
Oh, she's all wet now. Oh no. Meanwhile, Trance is like trying to like run around the side because unfortunately he cannot fly. He has no spells that would be useful for this. So he's stuck trying to do it the old-fashioned way, just kind of yelling for Taiki. But she's had a lot of practice on making sure that she's on the other side of where he is. So she
That's
is
so good.
definitely avoiding him.
That's great.
It's just chaos. It's chaos at the park.
Yep, yep. I think Cassie is going to cast the her toon trait of speak with animals
Hmm?
and just try and persuade them to like not chase the ducks.
But I'm having so much fun.
All right, let's see. I'm gonna roll a persuasion, see how this goes. No, that was a two.
Oh no.
There's no, there's no saving that.
Yeah, no, you can't really save that one.
Uh, I mean, she's still got a +8 to her modifier, but that's still a 10 total.
Yeah, I don't think Taiki's gonna bite for that. She's just like, ugh, no, I don't want to. He's being grumpy, and I don't like seeing him all grumpy. I want fun.
Yeah, and Pig's just gonna be like, my friend and I uh must put these ducks in their place.
Teach
We
them a
are at the
lesson.
top of the pecking order.
We reign supreme.
Yep, pretty much.
Taiki's just like, yeah, what they said.
Yeah, no, Cassie's not making any progress on that front. Just I think she's just gonna give up and go back to trance and the
Well, that didn't work. Any other ideas?
Let me try. I might be able to get Taiki at least. And he brings his fingers to his lips and does a sharp whistle. It's a 13. Hang on. Does that persuade her?
hold on, I can give him a bardic inspiration on top of that. Like, yeah, Cassie's just gonna be like,
Yeah, you can do this. I believe in you.
What's the bardic
And what
inspiration die?
level? I'm just checking. Do, do, do. Features D8.
That's a 32.
hell yeah.
So there's just that sharp whistle, and it's like, Taiki Pig, get back here now. Very, it's a very commanding, sharp tone. It's not one you hear
Mm.
from just anyone. This is projected. This is
Uh,
practiced.
yeah, I think that would be enough to get Pig as well. Like,
I sure hope so.
I think there's like this reluctant like you can't command me kind of thing, but then there's like that like yeah, okay, fine.
Taiki comes back and she's got her head down, her tail between her legs. She's like, "But we were having fun. I'm so bored. I want fun."
Best thing about this is the speak with animals is still up, so Cassie can actually literally hear this.
She can hear that Taiki's just like, "No."
Uh, Pig
Yeah.
meanwhile is just like way to ruin the fun.
I regret nothing.
Yeah. Just the, you know what you did wrong. Just the, that's what you think, kind of like look, like the stare down between the two of them.
That's great. There's definitely a moment where Trance is looking at Taiki, and she's just looking at him so sadly, and then he sighs and kneels down, and she just runs up and starts licking all over his mask. Kisses. Like, I'm sorry, I won't do it again. Don't be mad at me. He's petting her. Just,
Hmm.
you need to come when we call you, honey. Especially if it's something that could go wrong. You know that. I know you're a good swimmer, but honey. Yeah, sorry about that.
It's all good. I pets are like that, and honestly, Taki seems a lot less um chaotic than Pig is, so I have no doubt they were both instigators on that.
Yeah, yeah, if she's not instigating it, she's sure as hell gonna add to it.
Yeah, that's kind of how Pig is. Uh, it is, it can be funny, but oftentimes I'm just like, but what if someone gets hurt? That kind of thing. And Pig is always unapologetic, though I can usually talk to them about it afterwards. Speak with animals is very useful.
Oh, you have that spell?
Mm-hmm. It's up and running at the moment, actually. It didn't work very well with the ducks, but I think that's because they were both in on it.
Yeah, that would make sense. They're fueling each other. Man, that seems like
Mm-hmm.
a useful spell.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. I don't get to use it all that often, but I use it a lot more now that I have Pig.
I bet they definitely seem like they need a talking to every once in a while.
Yeah, Pig has got a very forceful personality and oftentimes needs to be reasoned with or bribed.
Yeah, yeah, that tracks. Usually Taiki's pretty easy to bribe. She's well, I just have to say a certain name and then she perks up all over the place. And there's a moment where she looks at him and then she looks at Cassie. She kind of scoots and then she shakes all the water off onto Trance. Gah! God, why do you always do this? Why do you do this? And she just looks at him and is just like, haha, I win.
I think it's a competition.
Yeah, a competition of who can soak the other most. Jeez. Ugh. Guess I'll just have to. And he actually pulls off his sweater, and where is it? I know I have it in here. I do.
Oh.
All right. Oh, he fumbles.
I love that. That's so good.
All right, let's see what he fumbles for. So he pulls out a shovel. He looks at it for a moment before he's just like, okay, next try. All right, come on, buddy. Above five. You gotta get it. No, you gotta get above a five.
Nope.
Take two. That's his bow. He pulls out a bow that is it's the serpent's bow. It's two snakes that form the general bow-like arch that glows a faint green, and you can tell that the bowstring is like sizzling with acid.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah, there's kind of a little like oh kind of thing from like Cassie like oh wow that's cool. But also damn that looks dangerous.
I don't you. Ugh, sorry. Hang on. Let me try again. Let's see if he actually gets it this time, or No!
I actually think she's gonna joke at with the bow of the look. I know I said it was a competition, but you don't need to go that far. When
Hardy
when he
har.
pulls out the bow.
Okay, that's a lint roller. Useful, but not right now. Let's. I don't know why the dice hate him so much today. Okay,
There we go.
this time he manages to pull out. It's a neat little stack of clothes. It's a hoodie and sweatpants, and he just takes this hoodie from the pile, tucks his other one on top, and shoves the sweatpants and hoodie back in so he can at least put that on and change.
Actually, I just remembered what Cassie has in her hammer space, and just give me a second to roll.
You know, just dry off a little
Cool.
bit.
She pinks out a pink fluffy towel. She's gonna dry off herself. And then hand it out to him if he needs it after that.
Oh, thank you. And he'll use it on his hair. He has to pull out the little ponytail holder, dry his hair, and then it just floofs.
Hmm.
Yeah, she
Nice. Yeah.
yeah, she mostly aimed for me. I could tell. It's like he's just doing, you know the Anya Forger smile meme where it's like the squinty eye, like that's basically what Taiki's doing
Yep.
at him with her tail wagging. She's like, I got you. I got you
Yeah. I
good.
think that's a fair guess. Pig definitely got me wet though earlier.
Yeah, that's true.
Pig's like, you were trying to get me out of the water. Of course I got you wet.
Yeah, aren't they an aquatic fowl?
Yep.
Yeah. I bet you like peas too, don't you?
Oh yeah. They love them.
Good. Don't eat bread.
But they're not getting any because they were rude and stole them from the ducks. Pig just hisses.
Sorry, dude. That's just how it works.
Consequences of your actions.
hmm And speaking of consequences, Taiki, she's like, no, please. You, miss, are gonna have to get another bath. And she just stops and looks at Cassie, just like, are you seeing this shit? Looks back and her tail's wagging. It's like, yeah, I know that's not much of a punishment, but you stink, girl. That's punishment enough.
There's there's again that like hiding the laughter behind her head kind of thing, like the yep, no, I'm keeping a straight face.
I swear, she's the weirdest dog. She loves baths.
Well, I suppose that's better than not liking baths. That feels like that would be more of a challenge.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of learn the tricks after a while. Uh, maybe we should probably head home since we're both kind of soaked. Don't want you to catch a cold.
Yeah, yeah, it's that's not a bad idea. It was fun though. But
Yeah,
yeah, don't really want to get sick.
yeah. If you're ever in Los Aluvia, I could probably give you the show around too. You know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll have to keep that in mind. I don't think I've been there yet.
it's pretty nice. It's definitely dry. It's a drier kind of deserty place.
Hmm,
So
that's cool.
yeah, might not be pig friendly for the most part, unless they want to take an interest in the water features.
uh, don't tempt them.
I would love to see Ace's face when he sees there's a goose in his nice fountain. That'd be wonderful, actually. Hang on. So Taiki's gonna like sit and paw at his knee for a moment, and then look at Cassie,
Hmm.
just be like, "Get the phone box. Do the thing. I like her. Do the thing."
Phone box thing?
phone, but she wants to. She, she wants me to give you my plot device number.
Oh, yeah, I have a plot device. That could be cool. And then we could meet up. We could organize the trip, and the fountain, and meeting a friend.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if Ace would be available since he's pretty busy most of the time, but I could probably get a certain JUBI. And Taiki's just like, I hate it when he does that. If I can get a certain JUBI to come say hi as well.
Yeah, Cassie hasn't met Juvie, so she doesn't know who that is. So like she's sort of like mouthing it and she's like trying to put it together and just like, I guess I'll find out.
Yeah, he points to Taiki and it's just like, her boyfriend. It's what you gotta spell it out so because otherwise she just loses it.
So bring flowers then.
There is that like
No.
I'm joking, but I there is a little bit of like mischief there.
And he's like, no. And she's like, yes, yes, I will bring him flowers.
Uh, Cassie's certainly not like encouraging this like subtly.
Totally not. Why would she be doing that?
No, yeah. So yeah, I think I'm gonna roll another hammer space and she's gonna pull out her plot device.
Oh yeah, Trance needs to pull out
Yep,
his as
that's
well.
fine. She's got one of those like little flip phones. It's like bright pink and it's got like 100 charms on it hanging off of the cable.
I love those. Those are so cool.
Yeah, and it's also probably got the bedazzled jewels around like the surface.
Nice. Very very glamorous.
Yeah.
Trance is kind of a boring smartphone. It has a one of the like really tough OtterBox cases,
Uh
but for the most part, it's just kind of a boring smartphone. Though, um, he does he does have to like tap a few times to get his uh, taps to register through his glove.
uh
But he manages to open it up and he passes it to her so that she can put her number in.
Yep. Yeah, she does like the quick like little like tap 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 tap. And then she'll also put her name in there. It's Cassie smiley face, like the colon capital D like smiley face.
Cute. That's cute. And Trance is and he sends her a quick text, just kind of a little. It's the circle or it's the O and then the forward slash. That kind of looks like a person waving. The little
Yeah,
ding.
yes, yes. She gets it and she'll send back the same sort of one but with like the slash on the other side.
Just the little ding,
Like
ding.
that, like yeah, like the hell yeah, it worked.
Yeah. Taiki's doing she's doing little butt wiggles. She's sitting. She's
Aw.
still sitting. He told her to sit, and she's still sitting, but she's kind of wiggling her way around because her butt's going. She's just like, oh, I'm so excited. She's
Oh,
such a
that's
goober.
cute.
She has way too much energy all the time. All right. Well, I hope that you and Pig can get home safe. And he looks down.
Yeah, you too.
He looks down towards Pig, gives a little salute.
Yeah, Pig gives like a bob nod, like of course, what are you taking me for? Of course, I'm going to get my owner home safe, my charge home safe.
Good man, or good goose. And I guess I'll see you next time.
Yeah, it'll be fun. I'll text you.
Yeah,
And yeah,
I'll keep you updated on Taiki. she might want to have me send a couple pictures. Because knowing her, she likes to keep people updated.
Yes, send me all of the pictures.
If I do that, I'd probably break your phone.
That's all right. It'll be worth it.
Fair point. Fair point. It's good to meet you, Cassie.
Yeah, no, there's definitely like a it's partially joking, but also partially not joking. That's a feel free to send as many as you want kind of thing. And then yeah.
It was nice to meet you too. I had a lot of fun. This was nice.
Yeah. And yeah, I'll see you next time then, and get home safe.
Yeah, you too. Bye.
Bye,
You
Cassie.
just like sort of like bounce down the street kind of thing, like waving and then like turning around and continuing to go down.
Yeah. There's a moment where Trance is watching her go, and then she looks down towards Taiki, and she can't reply now because Cassie's gone with the speak with animals. He looks down to her and just goes, "Okay, fine, you're right this time," and she just wags.
Yeah. Look, look, sometimes it works out well and you make a new friend. And this is all the incentive that Taiki needs.
She got to meet two new people. She got to chase ducks.
It was a good day in her books.
It's a very good day. And with that, I think that we've come to a wrap.
Yeah, that's a good place to leave it, I think. That was fun.
That was a lot of fun. So thank you to current listeners and listeners in the future. Thanks for joining
Mm-hmm.
us for this lovely 12 FPS with my lovely co-host.
Yeah, it was so much fun. I'm so glad we got to play another game so soon.
Right. You can't see, but I'm doing the Will Smith pose at Candlestick's general direction. My
Uno
lovely
reverse
co-host.
card.
Uno reverse card +4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And thank you to listening audience now and in the future. Hope you had fun with it too.
And we'll see you next time.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.